What is going on, Mavs fans? It's Fanfare Friday as well as game night for us. Welcome into another episode of Mavs Latest. Of course, whether it's your first time, your next time, make sure it's not your last time. Hit that subscribe button down below. Sitting at 288 subscribers, creeping our way closer to 300. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and also getting those comments in and interacting. We're going to go over 3 of those here today, and as well as look at the game coming up against the Clippers. All that more next. So we're going to kick this one off. This is commented 6 days ago. So again, we look at the entire week, guys. I don't want y'all to think you have to just comment on the last video or something like that for Fanfare Friday. We look at, everything that went on during the week. Now, Gifted Mages LLC says, I honestly don't care who plays point. D'Lo is more experienced and capable, but whatever. Just pick one and stick with them. And Jason Kidd finally heard us. We saw this week. They started D'Lo a couple of games, and they switched, and they went to B. Will. I understand because D'Lo likes to take shots, but D'Lo is still our assist leader. He's averaging 4.8 assists per game. And unfortunately, it seems like since we have gone away from him, his minutes have gone down more and more each time. And we're going with, the Hardy Party going out there a little bit more as well. And, man, I really still think D'Lo could have been our guy. I just think Coach Kidd has a problem with wrangling him in. I don't think Kidd wants to be the guy to be like, hey, D'Lo, I need you to calm it down a little bit. I need you to facilitate a little bit more. I think he wants players to be who they are. And, of course, D'Lo has always been the guy. I mean, he was on the Nets or, the Lakers for a bit. And when he was on the Lakers, he had guys like LeBron that could be on the court telling him, hey, let's facilitate, He doesn't really have that here. He doesn't have a guy that's going to tell him, hey, calm it down a little bit, except Jason Kidd. And Jason Kidd, I don't think is really the coach to kind of go and tell people to, change the way their mindset works on the court. So where I think D'Lo could have been our guy, I just don't think no one's going to challenge him enough to change his way of thinking. He's always had to be a bucket getter, and I think that's where his mind goes. So bringing him off the bench, it sucks. I think he could have been our guy, but I get it. So I do apologize to y'all if I do start coughing or anything. Man, the weather has been nuts here in Texas, as y'all probably already know. Especially with the cold front coming in, so sinuses kicking my butt right now. But we do go with Brandon Williams, and he has been, a good guy for us starting. And I say he's been a good guy for us starting because let's face it, anybody starting at point would be a good guy for us starting because now you've allowed Cooper Flagg to play his natural position. And we see what that's been doing to him. He's been averaging at, double digits in points each time. You've really been seeing him off ball defensive wise, picking up steals and everything like that, being more aggressive on defense, playing off of his actual spot. There's been a couple of things that we've seen him. We saw the latest one where, for me, what stands out, goes for the dunk and the ball goes shooting up and stuff like that. He's been super aggressive, and I've been actually loving the confidence. I feel like him playing with his natural spot and no longer having to also learn to be a point guard has really boosted his confidence back up to where he's been like, yeah, now I know what I'm doing, and we've been able to see that. But let me know what you guys think down below. Has the point guard situation been rectified? Do you think we should go get a point guard, especially with Kyrie starting to be so mobile during his practices, where we could potentially be right on the verge of Kyrie coming back. But do you think that it warrants us looking at somebody else? I think we're in a good spot because, again, for some reason, I really thought the West was going to be, murderer's row, and instead the bottom of the West, a play-in tournament berth, man, it's there in sight still. I mean, we play the Clippers, and we'll go over that here in a little bit tonight. And this is a team that I had us marked. If you watch the previous videos, this is one that I thought we could sneak away with a win. So, moving on, we're gonna go with Brent. Hey, Brent Edmonds, thank you so much, man. You're always commenting, always giving likes and stuff, man. Shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, man, you gave the offer of we need to get together. Man, I've got just a couple of weeks left of college. I'm actually graduating early, after this fall semester. So once life calms down, dealing with my kids and everything like that, man, definitely let's link up. But Brent says, I don't like the Quentin Grimes deal as well, but wouldn't pay him $30 million if you do not pay Brunson $28 million. I agree. I don't think Quentin Grimes is worth $30 million, and if you let Brunson walk, because you see, we sure could use him right now, but if you let him walk for $28 million, then how can you justify paying Quentin Grimes $30 million? My only caveat to that is, you say that you don't say, but they say that we're in win now mode. Look what Caleb Martin has given us. Why did we even go get Caleb Martin? He had one good playoff series like 2 years ago, and that was it. I mean, the dude's not good. Anybody who looks at him can say, dude's not good. So we go get him, and we give up a second-round pick. So, yeah, hey, second-round picks don't always work out. But, I mean, look at us. We would have an early second-round pick. So, I mean, maybe. Just maybe. I mean, we have Moussa Cisse out there playing good quality minutes, who was invited to camp as like a camp contract, like, hey, fight it out for the last spot. And now he's out there playing games for us, meaningful games, meaningful minutes during games. So why not keep Quentin Grimes? If you were okay with, Brunson walking, and you're okay with all these people walking, we sure could have used Grimes right now. Let him play out his contract. Then if he wants to go somewhere, go somewhere. Because that would have been better than what we're getting from Caleb Martin. That would have been better than giving up our second-round pick. But again, we don't have to worry about terrible GM decisions like that anymore. So that's how I felt about it. Again, that's one of the things that we talked about on why I felt like it was time for the shoe salesman to go. Going on to the third and last thing here on the Fanfare Friday. Figured Drawing says, how can anyone be a Mavs fan at this point? Luka was your actual future. Luka wasn't the future. Luka was the now. We traded him in the prime. Like, Luka was the heart of the Mavs. Like, it ripped our heart. But we say Mavs fans for life. MFFL. Every team has ups and downs, ebbs and flows of the NBA. You know what I mean? I mean, you think about all the people from the 90s that were in Chicago and got to watch Michael Jordan. And then they go through some shit years. And they get Derrick Rose. And that Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, that Bulls lineup that we got to see until, unfortunately, Derrick Rose got hurt. Now Josh Giddey gets traded last year, and you look at the Bulls, and they're on the up trick. But you stay with your team. I'm against fair weather fans, so it's ride or die for me. To the point, again, when I tell y'all I have it, I mean, it's tattooed on. Obviously, I'm not at work. I'm not getting ready for work. It's a chill day, so I'm off, so I'm able to make this video here at home. But yeah, it's tattooed on my leg. Like, I'm a Maverick fan, and that's just it, man. It's ride or die. I'm gonna be here for the low times. I'm gonna be here for the good times, and obviously, I'm here way after Nico Harrison, and I hate to say this. I'm gonna be here even when Luka retires. When he retires as a Laker, I guess, with a championship, because I really hope, in the end, I hope Luka wins one at least. Hopefully at the end of his career, he's like, man, I want to pay it back to Dallas, and he comes back to Dallas and retires here. But that's wishful thinking. But I'm gonna be here after that too. You know what I mean? Like, this is a squad, and when you talk about how can anyone be a Mavs fan, that's it, bro. It's in us. I mean, Mavs are our team. We're not gonna jump ship. We're not gonna. We may cause a mutiny like we did, but we're not gonna jump ship. So, and man, just loyalty. I really don't know how to express why. That's just how it is, man. Like, I'm not gonna go chasing. Yeah, I pay attention to the Lakers now, and I watch more Laker games than I have ever watched Laker games, because I'm a Luka fan, but I'm Mavs first. So that's it for Fanfare Friday. Let me know what you guys think. Why are you a Mavs fan? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe what led you to become a Mavs fan. Put that down there as well. And you never know. Maybe we'll talk about it next Fanfare Friday. Like I said, I look back at all week. So could be up next. But up next for the Mavericks is the LA Clippers. The Clippers sit a half game ahead of us. They sit at the 12. We sit at the 14. They are 3-8 on the season, 8 games back. And right now, they're just on a loss train. Losing to Phoenix 2 times in a row, losing to Atlanta, and then losing to Denver. Kawhi Leonard is their leader right now in points per game, 24. Harden has been playing the facilitator role, even though they have Chris Paul. Harden's been the ball handler. He's averaging 9 assists. Zubac, who's been really off offensively, has still been coming up with the rebounds, 11 rebounds per game. So I think eventually this team, like they do every single year, will start figuring it out late. They'll make a push. So I'm glad we faced them early, so we can jump on them before they mesh. I think it's too many Chiefs, not enough Indians on their team, so to speak. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Chris Paul, like all these guys love to, be the man. They've always been the man with their teams. So now they've got to figure out the hierarchy there. And again, we need to jump on that before they figure it out. Plus, they talk about people like to go to LA to retire and look at the beach. And that's kind of what's going on with the Clippers. I mean, they're one of the oldest teams in the league. So maybe they just don't have the stamina. Maybe Father Time has finally started creeping in on them. I, of course, am going to be locked in on this game to kind of see what Cooper Flag does. I think he'll end up being put on James Harden. I kind of hope he is. That way we kind of see see the defense, see what he's going to do against somebody of that caliber. The injuries for this game: Kawhi Leonard out, Bradley Beal is out for season, of course. Derek Lively, game time decision, but we're pretty sure he's out. PJ Washington, game time decision, questionable for this game. Anthony Davis, game time decision, but he's probably going to be out. Dante Exum, he's been banished from Dallas, evidently. I don't know. And Kyrie, out. Now, I will say Anthony Davis, he's been trying to get back in. Of course, the reports came out that, thank God we got rid of Nico, because he was trying to force Anthony Davis to play. He was trying to force a lot of players to play before they were fully back. It's one of the reasons why he got rid of Casey Smith, because he wanted yes men in there that would, make the players come back a little bit hurt compared to trying to get them right. So, yeah, just as the reports come out, now that Nico's gone, you realize just what a shitty guy he was. But we don't have to deal with that anymore, thank God. So, onward and upward. Dallas Mavericks, 56% win percentage chance on this one. So, like I said, guys, man, we need to sneak in and get this game, because A, we need it, and B, I think this is one during this 10-game stand that we discussed a few videos ago. This is one that we should win. So let me know what y'all think. Who's winning tonight? I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.